Hang on, guys. I screwed this up. I'm behind schedule. This is 100% my fault. We were talking and it wasn't live, and it was my fault. Kill that. Now we're good. Okay, good. Okay, I've sent you 3 total links. Use the last one that I sent. I'm sorry about that. Ugh. Oh my gosh, we got 2 people in the room, and no, you don't. Okay, we got Frankie now. Okay, this is my fault. I'm sorry, Eric, Joel. Welcome, man. I'm sorry, I screwed something up, and we were talking, we were recording, we were about to do great things, right? We were about to take over the world, and then I realized I don't think we're live. I feel like there'd be somebody in the room. We were talking for like 4 minutes, and I was like, damn, nobody's joined. Did I just screw something up? And sure enough, I screwed something up.
All good.
All right, there we go. So what were we talking about? What's up, Rashid? We're talking about the national, just the vibe, the experience. Scale of 1 to 10, Frankie, you're national in Chicago. First of all, where are you? Are you filming the Ocean's 11? Are you about to like hijack an elevator? Where are you?
I'm in the back room at the shop.
Okay, I see electric stuff. Please don't spill any water or anything.
We've
never had
a lot of carts this way.
Oh my God, there you go. There's your background. Yeah, we've never had a fatality on the Cajun Cardboard channel. I'd like to keep it that way.
That's okay. Those cables are dead. So, I mean,
Alpharetta is in the house from Atlanta. Things, so. What is that?
That's a gold jersey 210.
By the way, his stuff is kind of hot.
Yeah.
What is happening with Steph Curry right now? How about this? I'm going to give y'all some pop quizzes. How about that? We'll start the live stream. I'm going to give y'all pop quizzes. You don't know the answers to these. I haven't shared them with you. I don't have screen share on, so I'm going to be able to surprise you. Okay, so a couple of pop quizzes. Number 1, the hottest player, the highest percentage increase in a player's index on card ladder that has more than 100 cards. We're talking about basketball. What's up, David? We're going to talk about the Jordan market, David. Don't worry. The highest percentage over the last 6 months in growth. 6 months now, so that's a bit. We're going all the way back to like what? March, February, something like that. Number 1.
Well,
basketball?
Yes.
Jordan?
It's not Jordan.
Really surprised, actually.
It's not even close. He's not even close. He's not even in the top 4 or 5.
Curry and Shaq.
No, think about number 1. He's playing. He did something.
Shy?
For the first time. You guys have tunnel vision straight to the 90s. That's y'all's problem. Right? You got to remember there's people out there still playing NBA basketball. Think of who the hottest current player in basketball is. He's the MVP of the NBA.
Well, yeah, Shy.
That's what he said.
SGA. Yeah. So SGA is up 105%. That's 2x. So SGA is up 105%. It's unfair. He's still playing. He's still doing things. Then he had that huge run up, right, leading up to the championship. And so the next highest percentage increase in the card ladder index for players with 100 cards is Frankie's guy, Steph Curry. Steph Curry's up 59% over the last 6 months. And so all this talk about Jordan, all this talk about Kobe, Steph is just like his game and his demeanor has like quietly. What's up, KMT? What's up, Greg? Steph is like quietly like taking the lead for I guess GOAT type players, right? SGA wants to be a GOAT, but Steph's already a GOAT, right? He get hit by a bus or kicked by one of Jokic's horses tomorrow. He's still going to be an all-time great, top 15 player of all time. How about this? Who's next?
Active player?
Basketball. Frankie, let me just put it this way. Frankie, I'm only going to let you answer this question, and I'm going to give you the biggest hint in the world.
Okay.
He is your guy and only your guy.
Dr. J?
Yes. Can you believe that? I guess you're the one running the prices up.
Exactly.
Dr. J's up almost 50% over the last 6 months. That's wild. What's up, Steve Avery?
Most of it is
John
my
Smoltz
fault,
and Greg Maddox, we said hello. Kevin, what's up? So just a little pop quiz there. You guys know, I know you don't collect soccer, but as you know, I'm a screen share here now. Messi, 57% over the last 6 months. I kind of expected this to happen, as we lead up to the World Cup here in North America. It's being hosted by 3 countries, Canada, us, and Mexico. But I didn't expect it to happen, 10 months before the World Cup. I kind of expected this the 90 days leading up to it. Can Messi go up 57% over a 6-month period and then continue to go up like between now and the World Cup?
Yeah.
So?
Yep.
Y'all don't touch soccer at all, do you?
He's the best soccer player there is. So
yeah. Do y'all touch soccer at all? Do y'all even dip your toes in the water at all?
Not for my personal PC, but I do work with him with soccer cards. So
yeah,
I bought a bunch of Yamal stuff, but not really PC stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, Dr. J, there's Dr. J, man, up 47.5% over the last 6 months. There's Steph Curry up 59%. Kobe, who is in Fuego, is about half of Steph Curry, up 33%. And believe it or not, guys, Kobe is up more than Jordan. He's only up 24% over the last 6 months. Again, it's a little tricky because the index may or may not contain the types of stuff we're looking for.
Yeah.
I know it's got some of it in there, but it's heavily weighted on 86 Fleer and Star. And yes, that is up, but it's probably not up 25% over the last 6 months across the board. So that's kind of part of the problem. But anyway, so I don't know. I just thought it was cool. I was just kind of looking at those indexes, seeing what was going on. And then here's the thing. Basketball is up 19.37%. That's like all basketball, man, Yeah. Nathan, welcome from Australia. What time is it in Australia? You must be like a vampire or something, unless I got my time zones wrong, man. Jeez. So anyway, that's indexes. What's up? All right. So talk to me about your national. Frankie, your national. You had goals. Did you accomplish your goals? What did you give me a ranking of the national on a scale of 1 to 10?
Scale of 1 to 10, it was an 11. I mean, I think it was the best national that I've attended so far. I had a ton of meetings. I had a ton of stuff to do, and I got to do it all. I picked up some nice cards, nothing incredibly big. I mostly picked up cards that I had already made deals on. So I was just, getting them in hand for the first time. But it was a great atmosphere. The show was incredible. It was amazing. There was a lot of space. It did feel crowded at times, but not like 2 years ago. The air conditioning was working perfectly. I mean,
yeah.
I think that the event, it's definitely, for me, it's one of the best ones that I've ever been to.
Josh?
I echo the same sentiment. I mean, good shows, obviously, Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and space, right? So for me, it had all those things. It was overwhelming to a point, but, it was I got everything I wanted to accomplish. It was different having a table this year, so having a setup definitely prohibited me from walking as much as I wanted.
Yeah,
but
we're tied down.
I had quite a few meetings and things that I was able to finally put faces with names and things like that. So that was really great.
Yeah. Look, Ray nailed it. Like, this was the only complaint
Upstairs
that I heard
crowded.
the whole show. And if this is just my opinion, if this is the only complaint you hear for the entire show, that's pretty damn good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty good. Like, there's a lot of shit going on, a lot of stuff. There's always been complaints. Atlantic City was people are getting killed on the way to the show. And then, we're getting mugged and kidnapped, right? And then we go to Chicago, and then the AC doesn't work. Then we go to Cleveland, and you can't even get to the show, and then you can't leave the show because the traffic is horrible. And this year, people were like, the aisles are too small upstairs for the 50 tables. And I was like, that's pretty damn good, man. That's 99.9% success rate, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So it was a great show for me. I loved it. It was a 10 out of 10. I didn't get to stay quite as long as you guys did because we traveled by car. So my trip was a day extra there and a day extra back. But it was awesome. I didn't come flush with cash, so it wasn't great because I bought a ton of cards. I bought, 2, maybe 3. I bought a card from you, Josh. I got to buy a card. You robbed me on a card, of course. So 3 cards I bought, right? one big one. Any big pickups for y'all? Personal pickup, PC pickups, Jordan stuff?
Nothing big. I mean, most of the stuff that I got was either upgrading cards that I already had,
Yeah.
or just picking up some cards to fill the checklist that I'm working on. But
Yeah.
nothing extremely. I think the rarest card that I actually bought was, ironically, Dr. J.
Yeah.
I bought the Mirror Gold number 6/10, the die cut one.
Perfect. Yeah.
But
Josh?
other than that, nothing really big.
Anything, Josh? And you pick up anything like super meaningful? I mean, you were tied down at the table. You were doing deals.
I mean, I bought a lot of stuff, but meaningful. I mean, I got cards numbered to 300. You just don't see every day. It's Wizards.
The Emerald.
I got these. Were Frankie's familiar with. We talked about these. These are baseball cards, but they're pop ones and pop twos. They're all really hard to find, all in tens.
Yeah.
This is one I was just missing. I don't know why it's so expensive now, but it's really pretty.
Prolifics. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I finally picked that up in the 10 because that was, just something I just didn't have in any grade.
Yeah.
These two are probably bigger ones. I got number to 25 SPX and number to 25 Ultimate. So
yeah. Steve said, Josh, stop putting shit in your case that's not for sale to piss people off.
These are the ones I think you'll like, Brian. These are home and away game used.
Yeah.
So these are home and away game used jerseys. I thought they were very cool.
I love I love all black and white cards that have like vibrant patches, right?
Yeah,
those are so cool.
Yeah, the patches on both these are really nice. And then no, you'll like this one for you, Brian.
Oh yeah,
that's a nice one.
A nice little Wizards.
By the way,
Wizards patch.
Brian still hasn't made it all the way to the jerseys and patches yet. So
I haven't. I don't own a
He's
single.
getting there though.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I own 2 Michael Jordan Wizards patch cards that I picked up in a collection. They're both for sale on Fanatics. Buy it now. So they're there. If anybody wants them, they're there. Josh, if you're trying to take over the world, they're there. You and Frank can fight over it. Get into a bidding war.
I picked up a bunch of non-Jordan stuff, but I'll just share with you the big 2 highlights. My 2 highlights are Mantle.
There we go.
That one's just a super clean, no spotting at all. So that was a super clean copy. And I picked up, this is my big pickup.
The Shaq PMG.
Dude, that's monstrous. A 9
I saw that
big,
at trade
right?
night.
So yeah, this was the highest graded. So I'm not going to crack it. I'm going to leave it as is, and unless it'll go to a 9, I doubt it. But I'll do a min 9 thing on it. But yeah, those are my 2 biggest purchases. I bought a lot of Shaq, insert cards and things. Just I wanted to pick up in 10s, and then that's the last thing I'll show you. The patches.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Triple patch. So I just like all 3 players. So figure
Who
that
is
was
it?
right.
We can't see. LeBron, Magic at the top. Who's in the middle?
Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay. There's Shaq in the middle. I can't see. I'm sorry.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, Shaq, LeBron, and Magic. I thought that was very cool. I got it from the same guy I got this from, a friend who works for the Lakers. So yeah. So and then I picked up some Griffey stuff and other PC stuff that is non-Jordan related. So
yeah.
But the PMG and the Mantle were the big 2.
The Jordan market. Anything stick out to you? We know prices are running. Everybody wants to hear what the hell's going on. We just showed some indexes. I mean, Jordan's up 24% over the last 6 months, but he's being outpaced by Kobe. He's being outpaced by Steph Curry. He's being, outpaced by Messi. He's certainly being outpaced by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, even still, right? Even though most of that work was done by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I think pre-title probably. I think if we looked at Shai Gilgeous last month, it's probably not 100%. So I don't know, man. If you'd have said how much is Jordan stuff up over the last, 45 days, I would have said 70%. That's the way it feels to me. Like I'm having to make adjustments. I'm either just with a gut full of anxiety paying the PSA 10 idiot tax and buying the card for all-time records, or I'm just finding myself looking to fill holes in my collection with PSA 9s and preferably BGS 9.5 min gems, but more likely PSA 9s, even PSA 8s on some cards in the past 60 days or something like that.
No, I mean, cards you can't find like these ones numbered to 25. I don't really care. 8, 7, 9, whatever it is. I mean, they're too hard to find. So
yeah. Let's see. I don't know what's going on with the freaking comments being gigantic and covering Josh's face. I was trying to figure that out. I'm too dumb and old. I can't figure out how to adjust that. These are huge. Maybe it's banners. Hold on. Click on.
Oh, good.
I mean, I don't know. Like you said, I think the Jordan market is actually a little bit closer to 70% up because a lot of the cards that are going up are not being tracked in the index right now. And you're starting to see cards that were usually mid-tier cards starting to go over 1,000, over 2,000, over 3,000 in some instances. Even PSA 8s, PSA 9s of those cards are incredibly up right now. And I mean, I'm like you said, the run-up has been going for at least the past 45, 60 days. It started just before the National, and that was something incredible to see up close at the National. Prices on the cases were very well researched. I hardly found any dealers that didn't know what they had, and that's actually really good because that avoids, overprice. So a lot of people were at comps. They were very firm, though, on their sales, on their numbers. But I think that was fair. I didn't have an issue with any of the dealers.
Yeah, I felt the same way, Frankie. I think something surprised me. Cards I thought that were 12 to 14 grand, I saw people turn down 20. And I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe the Dunkin' Donuts is where it is.
So Dunkin' Donuts is, we saw them at the National. I saw a lot of them because there are a lot of them, but we saw them listed for right at 30 a couple times. We saw after the National, the first auction on Fanatics, I think after the National, first full auction ended at like 23.4, something like that.
Yeah.
It's not just the 10s, it's the 9s, the 9.5s, the 8s. I don't understand what's going on with that card. I did a video talking about, I know for a fact, Platinum Portraits, over $100,000 for a PSA 10 was turned down for two different copies by two different owners. That would be, news to the hobby if the Platinum Portraits clipped $100,000, right? I mean, I think the highest we ever saw was maybe 80, something like that, maybe.
I think 80s or 70s.
Something like that. And then Thunder and Lightning was the other one that I talked about on a video right after the National because I heard preposterous stories from friends of mine who own the card, right, in a PSA 10, turning down $55,000.
That's
the Thunder and Lightning PSA 10, man. Bro, listen, you could get every row of the Legacy collection for $55,000 in a PSA 8 just about. You get 3 rows worth.
It really is tempting, to be honest, right? I mean, yeah.
I'm at the point, I'm not at the point where I'm like, I'll sell everything, right? But I'm at the point where, look, if somebody makes me some absolutely stupid offer on a Thrill Seekers that's double what I think the card's worth, I might take it, go buy a 9, and then go buy two other tier 3 cards I don't have.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not a step backwards in that, from my perspective. It's a step sideways. It's a smart step sideways. If I can fill 3 gaps with one sale of a card just because of the grade, that's. I don't know, man. The piss yellow variation. Yes, Steve. The piss yellow, the orange parallel is even selling for $20,000. Yes. And yes, the answer to this is, I'll let you guys answer. David's asking, can you explain what's going on? Is it the Cajun poster? No, it's not the Cajun poster. The poster's been out for 2 years. David, you know that. It's freaking new money, man. Josh, this is not our money. This is not our money. The people that have been in the hobby since 2022 when it started to dip back, this is definitely new money. Yeah. Crypto's up. Not all crypto, Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever else those things are called. That's all up. The stock market's up. Real estate's down, unfortunately, for yours truly. But, damn near, it seems like everything is getting better and going well, and people are more optimistic. And somehow there's institutional money, fund money, like hedge fund money, card fund money. Repacks are a big deal.
Yeah.
Repacks are a big deal. Breaking is still a big deal, so that money is like recycling through the hobby. But I think it's like a natural life cycle on the breaker and the repacking stuff. I don't partake. I don't necessarily think it's this evil or this badness that's out there. But I do think we need to be aware that, I'll just let you answer this question, guys. Go in whatever order you want. Frankie, go first. What's the difference between the spike we're experiencing right now in 2025 and the spike we experienced in 2021?
Oh, definitely where the spike is coming from. In 2021, 2022, we saw base cards, basically the most popular ones, the 86 Fleer. We saw base top scrum rookie cards of Kobe, of LeBron James, those cards going up. Those are what I call the popular cards. But right now, we're not only seeing growth on popular cards, but we're also seeing growth on the lower end tier cards and the mid tier cards. So this time around, the growth is coming from the base up instead of on just the big cards. If you see the 86 Fleer, the 86 Fleer hasn't really moved much in PSA 10. It stayed pretty much the same over the past period of time. So, but then you see lower inserts and you start seeing the PSA 10s and even the PSA 8s, PSA 7s, PSA 9s of higher tier inserts. They're doing really, really well. So this time around, I think the growth is coming from the base. Basically, it's coming from a much more wide range of cards, which is also very good because, eventually it's going to get higher to the bigger cards again. And we know those cards are anyway doing private deals. They're barely doing auctions right now. So, but we're starting to see a lot of them move. We're starting to see a lot of private deals get publicly recognized. So I think that's the biggest difference. I think.
What percentage of private deals do you think actually get reported?
Oh, very small.
1%?
1%. Definitely less than 5.
I would say 1% of 1%.
Yeah, it's
One in
incredible.
1,000. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I mean, well, the deals are happening all the time. Shit, man, 1,000 deals just happened in the 21 minutes we've been on this live stream. I bet it's 1% of 1% of 1%. I bet it's 1 in 10,000, 1 in 100,000. I don't know. It's not a big number, but if it's important enough and it suits the buyer and the seller, then it will get reported, right? Then it suits. And sometimes man, it's your cards, and if I've done private deals with people before where they've said, look, I'd rather keep this private. And I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah. I mean, I don't have to report it. You don't have a moral obligation to report it. Yeah. But I do think you have a moral obligation to your transaction partner, to respect their wishes. And so I've done, I rarely, if ever, I might tell y'all what I sold something for privately, but I don't go out of my way to say, Chris McGill, put this in Card Ladder. I think there's usually nefarious intentions behind those. Courtside says something on here, Josh, and I'm gonna get to my opinion on what Frankie just said. I don't think Courtside saying it's 2021 all over again, except everyone is a lot smarter at spending. If I could edit this, I would say everyone is a little bit smarter at spending.
Yeah,
I am seeing some really, my opinion, really stupid purchases. Like, I think people have this false sense of security that I'm not buying the base. I'm going to be super smart and buy the Angel Reese 1 of 1, or the Angel Reese or the Caitlin Clark numbered to 10, or the fill-in-the-blank quarterback who was not really that good in college, but he's going to be the next Tom Brady, serial numbered, to 10, or Nebula choice, or this or that. So people think that they're insulating themselves from the ass kicking that we saw people take in 2021 just because they're buying these super rare cards. That ain't going to happen. Like, you're going to get your ass kicked on super rare cards of players nobody gives a shit about 2 years from now. I really believe that.
No, you get it by the GOATs.
Yeah, and for the people that are like, Caitlin Clark's the GOAT. She's the GOAT of what? Who gives a shit? She's the GOAT of the WNBA? How many Steffi Graf cards have you seen flashed on Instagram for $600,000? How many Venus Williams or Serena Williams or whoever, fill in the blank? How many anybody but Tiger Woods cards have you seen flashed that are $600,000?
No, and there's also something that many people don't realize. One of the problems when you set a new record high on a card, you gotta remember that when you're gonna move that card, now you need to find somebody that wants to go higher than what you did.
Yeah.
So anytime you go way too high, anytime a card goes, way to the stratosphere. We saw it with the Luka Doncic 101 RPA.
Yep.
Private deal was for $4 million or something like that.
Yep.
Then it went to auction and it did way less than that.
Something, right? So maybe,
it was like $1 million something loss.
Yeah.
On it. So that's usually the problem when you buy that high. You need
that Caitlin Clark is not going to sell over 600 again.
Thank you. Yeah. So so first of all, the response, let me just take the position of the people that are saying, you don't understand, she's the GOAT. Caitlin Clark is not Doncic. Caitlin Clark is not the best player in the WNBA, and I don't give a damn about the WNBA, but I am positive statistically she's not the best player in the WNBA. I know she's not, and pretty soon she's definitely not going to be because there's a girl coming that's really damn good from what I hear, Juju Watkins, if she recovers from her injury. Number two, the NBA, so Caitlin Clark is not Doncic, and guess what? The WNBA sure as hell ain't the NBA, right?
Well, that's more the case. I mean, she's by far the most popular, but it doesn't matter because the WNBA is not the NBA. You said it perfectly. I mean, that's just a fact.
It matters. Her stage is so freaking small, and you need a microscope to find grown men with disposable income that want to end up with that card. I get hot potato. I get the game, man. I'm not saying don't buy this low and flip it for high.
$500,000 hot potato.
But in 2031, go find me a grown man, right? Because this hobby is 99% men, not to offend anybody, but find me a grown man that cares about the WNBA that wants a Caitlin Clark card more than he wants $600,000 in his pocket. I'll bet you anything. I'll bet you $600,000 you can't find me that man.
Yeah.
I'm going to get hate mail now. Okay.
I think the other thing to your point, though, Brian, is a lot of money coming in, just like you said. The difference between 2021, a lot of FOMO. It was all over the news. People ripping apart targets, getting in fights, right? All this stuff. It's different. It's a little bit more. Yes, it's going up at a crazy pace, like we talked about, but it feels a little bit more organic this time. And, it's because of new money getting flooded into the market, whether that's hedge funds, whatever, alternative assets, people like Kevin O'Leary, other people that are celebrities pumping this. I don't feel like it's as much a pump and dump. I felt like during COVID, you knew it was going to come crashing down. And I don't feel that way this time.
It was a race to get your stuff out the door before you got caught holding the bag.
Listen, I did it with my LeBron RPA. I did it with all my Kobe's. I did sell stuff during COVID because it got too crazy. If I felt that I was just going to lose half my value, I'd probably sell some Jordans. I'm not selling anything.
Yeah. Court disagrees. That's fine, man. You can disagree with me, and you can say she packs arenas, but I can tell you right now, have you ever been to a WNBA game that did not involve the Indiana Fever? And have you ever been to a WNBA game? And if we polled grown men, who are the people that are buying sports cards, will you ever go to a WNBA game? The answer from 99.9% of them is going to be no. So I don't know what else to say there, man. And yes, she does pack arenas, but guess who else packed arenas in New Orleans, Louisiana about 4 years ago? Zion Williamson packed arenas. Guess who packed arenas at Duke? Zion Williamson packed arenas at Duke. So did John Morant. So did Luka Doncic. So do all these guys. And they're doing it in the NBA. And go look at what Doncic's cards have done in the, what is that now? So let's see, 4 years after he got 5 consecutive first-team All-NBA selections. It's just not the same, man.
Again, Brian, I don't think it's about Caitlin. I think it's about the sport. Because look at Serena Williams. Look at Steffi Graf. Look at, it's not the same sport.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I mean, we can't deny the impact that Caitlin has had on the league and the sport. But the problem is that the prices people are paying for her cards, there's nothing to justify that amount of money paid for those type of cards.
Why me? We're not going to sit here and price your cards for you. Sorry, buddy. My possible theory: one company is scooping all the logo women or logo woman of CC and bring it to the Fever and sell it to them for their 2X for their arena exhibit. Yeah, I don't know about that theory. Maybe the Dick's Sporting Goods guys buying it. I think people need to change their mindset. It isn't, hey, is this overpriced? It is relative to other investments. How's Jordan doing, and how do you feel about Jordan demand? I think Jordan demand is high. I think there's way more Jordan collectors in 2025 than there were in 2021, the first time we saw this happen. Do y'all agree with that?
And more educated. Yeah.
And more educated, right? And I would love to blare the trumpet a little bit that guys like us, have talked about it. And I don't think at least I hope I don't come off as the hype beast saying, go buy Jordan, go buy Jordan. I want to talk to people that are already going to buy the Jordans and just sort of help them make sure they get the right Jordan that they want.
Steer them in the right direction. Yeah.
Yeah. Just steer, not even really steer, just show them what's available. That was the whole purpose of the Hierarchy Project. That's why we do these live streams. Is like, you're not going to hear any of the three of us say, listen, you guys need to go out and get Warp Speed right now. Go get Warp Speed. It's about to go up. These are the next 4 cards to go up. These are the 5 cards that I want you to go buy. You're never going to hear us tell people what to buy and all that stuff. But if people have questions about it, we like to answer them, or at least point out some characteristics of the particular cards. Yep. What else, Bryce? Jordan being up 50%. It's really 24%, Bryce. When crypto and other players, Bonds, Messi, Steph are up way more. They are. Makes you feel better. It makes me feel better. And I didn't know it until about 30 minutes ago. Jordan's not up 50%. Over the last 6 months, he's only up 24% approximately. Although, yes, Bryce, we know some of his cards are up 100%. Like we've talked about them, right? Some of those cards are
if we zoom out a little bit, it might look different.
Yeah, exactly. All right, no more Caitlin Clark. From this point forward, we will not mention Caitlin Clark on this show for the rest of the duration. I've got more trivia for y'all. You ready for this? I went through Tier 1. Let's talk about whales, man. I went through Tier 1, and I got a graphic. I'm not going to share it because I'm going to test y'all, right? I'm going to test your knowledge of Tier 1 and the big boy sales that have happened. So I went back 6 months on all 27 of the cards that are in Tier 1 of the hierarchy, okay? So your PMGs, your credentials, your rubies, your legacies, starting 5, you guys know the cards. How many green PMGs have sold?
None that I've known of.
You know that, 0. Right. How many red PMGs have sold?
In what time frame?
6 months.
I know a couple of private deals.
1 maybe?
Publicly, 0.
Publicly, 0. Yeah.
Yeah, I know of 1.
Championship PMG.
Championship.
There's been sales on the champ.
2.
Yeah.
2, right?
98 PMG. We're talking Jordan specifically, of course.
Jordan, I think that's the one that's been sold the most recently.
Yeah. 198 PMG has sold. 0 molten metal 198, yeah. And I bought one privately as well, but it wasn't a public sale. 98 molten metal fusion titanium serial number to 40.
1.
0.
Essential credentials now, 0. Essential credentials future is the purple, right? Yeah,
future's a pink.
1. Star Quest Gold.
No.
I know of 1 private. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. What did it go for?
110. That was a while back too.
Okay, I know Grant had one. What was Grant's at the National Waldorf? His table, he had one. I think it was a BGS 90. I think he had 100 on his.
Yeah, over like 130. Yeah. And the credentials now also privately sold for all over $1 million. So
the green.
Yeah.
You guys weight the PMG green over the credentials now, huh? Well, obviously. I mean, we know the next green's going to sell for over $3 million.
I know it's worth less, but in the same grade, but technically they're numbered both to 9.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I've held 2 PMG greens in my life. I've never held a credentials now in my life.
Yeah. Golden Boss Refractor, 0. Look at this. I'm just going to pull it up. This will be a lot more fun. There you go. There's your chart.
Yeah.
86 Fleer, 1,490. Star, the rarest card in the world, 138. How about this? Playmakers Theater, 6 public sales.
I'm surprised by that one.
I am really surprised by that.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised Jamba hasn't sold more.
I'm surprised Jambalaya as well. I knew it would probably sell the most. Again, we'll throw out the Star and the Fleer because they're not rare. But I figured the Jambalaya would be the most, but I didn't think it would be 9. You thought it would be more than 9.
Yeah, I just seem to. I think I see those a lot more now.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, same issue with some of the cards. We've seen a lot of those cards move, but they're moving privately more than in public sale.
Corm, to answer your question, there are 10 PMG greens, and they're serial number to 10, but there are only 9 in existence because 1 was destroyed. So that's the answer to your question. Yeah, so look at the legacy collections. Those are probably the most attainable of the tier 1 cards, notwithstanding the rookie cards, the 2 rookie cards. And I kind of figured there'd be multiple sales of each of those because you'll see those cards move. Like you could find a PSA 8 of some of those cards, maybe not the row 0, 97, but some of those cards you can find a PSA 8 for the 15-ish. It used to be, now it's probably a little bit more, but it used to be 15-ish, something like that. Whereas a Playmakers Theater, you're not going to see a Playmakers Theater for less than 50, 60, 70. You're not going to see anything on the top row. You're just not going to see it. And if you see it, it's hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. The rubies have dried up, Josh. Only 1 ruby sale out of the 3 rubies that are in tier 1.
Yeah, I know the 98 hasn't sold at all. I'm surprised the GER doesn't have any sales. They do surface.
Well, I should say this. So the Team Skybox, there's 1 for sale right now, and it's doing a humongous number, and I can't remember where it's for sale. It might be Heritage or Golden. I can't remember. Maybe somebody in the comments remembers where it is. But there's a Team Skybox Rubies, this one right here, that is for sale right now. It's doing really big number from what I recall. Grand Finale, 3 sales of the Grand Finale. That seems like a lot.
That seems like a lot. And Frankie, are you surprised the 97 rubies almost seems like it went low?
I am. I mean,
dare to say it went low?
I mean, considering what other players and other cards are going for.
This one, Josh? 207,400?
Yep.
Well, I mean,
it's scary to say that, but I thought it would break 250.
I know you said we weren't going to talk about Caitlyn anymore, but you could buy 3 of those cards for what you're paying for one of the Caitlyn logo bands.
Yeah. So, that's it. That right there, that's a mic drop. Boom. I'm done.
That's the comparison. That's the issue. It's not about the player. It's about the card.
Risk-free, you could buy 3 of them. Like risk-free. There's no
any day. I'll take 3 of those Jordans any day over 1 logo man.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not even Caitlyn. You got any NBA players with logo mans like that. I mean, I'll take 10 rubies over 1 Luka Doncic RPA.
Yeah. Team Skybox Rubies is on Heritage. Thank you, Greg. Greg, you know what it's at right now? Guess what, Corm? You do not. I'm about to mute you, my friend. You do not have a 91 Star Jordan because they didn't produce in 91. You have a fake Star Jordan. Greg, can you check it out? Let me know what that's worth. I've tried to go to Heritage. I can't figure it out. I don't know how to navigate that site. I think it's the worst site I've ever seen in my life, but I know their cards do huge numbers. Let me just go there to make sure I'm not an idiot. Like, I couldn't even find an auction. Like, I couldn't even figure out what the hell was going on. Oops.
Right now it's at 92.5 with the BP. Maybe that's about
with the BP.
92.5.
And it's a PSA 7, yes?
PSA 7, number 42. 8 days left.
That's crazy.
Just literally type your search bar there, Brian. Just type in Skybox Jordan.
Where? Here?
In the search bar. Yep.
That PSA 7 for that card, to me, that's basically the perfect grade for that card. You don't need a PSA 10. You don't need a 9. You don't need to add any more value because of a grade premium to it. A 7 is the perfect copy to own of that card.
Yep.
This website, I'm sorry, guys. This looks cluttered to me. It's too much. It's too much for me.
Yep. First one on the left, though, is the one we're talking about.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. I mean, it's a monster. Damn, that thing's going to go over 100.
Really good.
Oh, it's got 8 days left, for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
And that's the cheapest one of the rubies, the Team Skybox.
Yeah.
Look at this crazy slab. Have you ever seen it slab this way?
Nope.
Yeah.
I haven't never seen this, Frankie.
I haven't sent life to grade because I'm afraid to have it graded like that. And
so just to be clear, you can get it graded with the net covering the card. You can get it graded with no net, and now apparently you can open it up and flay it and get it graded opened up like this. I like this. I like this version. Do y'all like that?
I kind of do. I don't think you can grade it without the net, though. In fact, I know you can't.
You can
they're
with
not
some
doing
places.
it.
No,
Not with PSA.
Not with PSA. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. It's a wild card. It's a wild card. Okay, so now I know how to navigate Heritage. I just search for the card, I guess. I don't even know. I still don't really know what auction I'm in or anything like that. So I guess we'll figure it out later. So
yeah.
What are y'all's thoughts on uncut sheets? Explain to people what uncut sheets are, and then tell me your thoughts on uncut sheets.
Well, there used to be giveaways actually, or gifts the company sent the shops or customers and stuff like that. I remember you actually could buy them on Shop at Home, QVC. I have like 4 different ones at home that they were shop giveaways. They're basically promotional items. At least that's what they're supposed to be, right? You got some pre-production test issues also, and stuff like that wasn't supposed to be released to the public. But the original ones, promotional material more than anything.
Yeah.
They're usually not serial numbered, not embossed, and or missing a jersey, and it just has a hole in it. So they're non-complete cards is what they are. They didn't finish the whole process. They don't have a serial number on them. And some people call them Fleer bankruptcy sheets. They're uncut sheets that, made it out, like Frankie said, either as a promotional item or sometimes just backdoored. But they're not to be confused with a regular pack issued.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm actually about to do a very in-depth video on the Fleer 2006 alleged Fleer bankruptcy. So stay tuned. I'll let you guys know. I'll tag y'all and let you know about it when I do it. So I'm actually doing like investigative research. I'm going to put out a nice comprehensive deal, because I used to hear that people would say, "Oh, it was part of the bankruptcy," and I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about, right? Because it was in 2006, like 20 years ago. So I've got some details. I got some data. I've got a nice timeline. I just want to make sure I do it the right way for once and kind of be organized and kind of make it make sense. But so. What did David say? Have you guys heard about that? Oh, didn't this get pulled? Didn't a Kobe star rubies get pulled as being fake? David, is that what you're talking about? Do y'all know? Did y'all see that? I thought for sure. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have said that. But David, comment and let me know if I'm crazy. But I thought I saw something on Instagram where a 97 star rubies Kobe was on Golden, and then somebody's like, "That's fake," and Golden yanked it and said, "You're right, it is fake," and pulled it out of the auction. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think
isn't the credential Jordan that's up right now wrong also, and the serial number is up,
you told me,
not upside down, and it should be upside down?
You told me, yeah. I heard that. I mean, that was mentioned in a group chat that I may or may not be a part of.
It's correct, though.
Yeah. It is correct.
No. It's correct that it's supposed to be upside down, and it's not. So that's a wrong copy for sure.
So it's not legit. It's not legit. So if anybody in the 58 people that are watching is looking to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on that card, don't do that. Okay. You guys need to move Super Rave up to tier 1, numbered to 50, only 39 total graded. I'm biased. Steve, I'm with you. We trust me, we wrestled. Tell me which one of these cards you're taking out. I mean, are you taking out the Jambalaya? No. Because remember, Steve, it's not just about supply. It's about demand. It's about aesthetics. It's about value. It's about all the above. And the Super Rave checks a lot of boxes. But if you're putting it in only because it's serial number to 50, then you can't take out the card that's in there only because it's serial number to 5. So you can't take out the starting 5, which is the card that I care the least about. You can't take out the rookies because the demand for those is more than every other card on this page. And all the other stuff's numbered to 50 or 100 or 150 as well. And it just,
I was going to say, maybe Legacies is the only thing you could possibly, but I can't see Legacies being.
Here's how it could get in, is if you picked and chosen. I don't even know how to speak, but if you pulled some Legacies out, put in certain platinum medallions, and put in the Super Rave amongst a few other tier 2 cards that people have averred should belong in there. I can see that argument. Maybe we should have only put the 97 row 0 in tier 1, and then you could put a couple platinums, and then you could move the Super Rave up and move some. But there's another Super Rave that's even lower serial numbered. Isn't the Skybox Thunder Super Rave serial numbered like 25?
25. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can't put that Super Rave in without putting the serial number 25 Super Rave.
I mean, the only way you do it is the one for all thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yep. I'll get back to you on that. What else? You guys have to take out both green cards and the hoops card and stick them in their own coast. Yeah, we need to put those bitches with the 101s is what we need to do.
Yeah, those in the 101s need to go in their own category.
Yeah, put them with the masterpieces. Let's just move on to the cards that mere mortals can collect, right? That's exactly right, man. Josh, nothing's changed on your deal where if somebody comes to you and says, hey, I need you to give me, $3.5 million worth of your Jordan collection for this PMG green, you're still saying no.
Correct.
Yeah. Frankie, hypothetically, you'd still say no.
Yeah, I'm still saying no.
Yeah, I'm saying no too.
I just like cards too much. That's a problem for me. I just like the look of all the cards. I get really bored no matter what. Even a Gem Masters, I get bored eventually looking at one damn card.
No, I have to admit though, it sounds like a fun project to just trade everything away and start over. I won't deny it sounds like a fun project.
Yeah.
The truth is we can't afford the collections we have today.
But
that's the thing, though.
That's the problem.
That's the
I
thing,
can't
though.
Replicate what I've done. Yeah. I can't go. Even if you gave me cash, I can't go back and do what I've done. And I'm way later than y'all. Like I'm way later than y'all.
Yeah. That's a problem. That's a real problem that I can't afford half my cards right now.
Correct. So. Yeah, I could never afford to buy half of my collection.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. ZZ Card Ladder. We're not pricing cards today. Sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but we can't price cards. You got to get into auto cards and do one for those. Yeah, man, that would be. There's not a poster big enough. There's just too many autographs.
Yeah,
that's part of the reason.
Wait for Matt to finish his set. He's doing one autograph of every playing year.
Yeah. I just can't. I can't do that. They're fascinating. What I might do, Bryce, is I might at some point in the future. I'm not saying I am or have started working on it, but I would like to do. An exquisite autograph project. It wouldn't be a hierarchy because there wouldn't be that many exquisite autograph Michael Jordan options. But there's enough to make it a fun project to do, but I would need the help of somebody who knows what they're talking about, right? So, but that's not out of the question. They pulled it and Beckett hasn't decertified the card. Okay, so they pulled the card. Golden pulled it, which means they know what's up, and Beckett has not decertified it yet. Interesting. Yes, I am positive that Star did not produce cards in 1991. Yes,
okay.
I am very
I can help
positive.
With that one.
Yes.
I can help with that one a little bit. So Star did make some promotional cards during the 90, 92, 93 season, 94.
Yes.
But they were never packed issue. They were sold in little team bags.
They also weren't licensed, Frankie. They were
right. None of them were packed issue.
Yeah. That was basically the way Star was trying to prove to the league that they could still make product, but they weren't. They're not considered part of the official Jordan Star run, basically.
Yep. Well, then you have the issue with your guy making cards later and then claiming they were made earlier and getting caught doing that with the same printer.
They were more promo cards than anything, or unlicensed promo cards more than anything.
Right. What's up? Yep. From Norway, Oslo, presumably. I'm just kidding. It's the only city I know over there. I wish you would send your hierarchy posters here. I guess here's my best advice to you, and I have got a meeting set up with Brian Wells at Ship My Cards to maybe do some type of partnership with the Cajun Cardboard channel. Yep. And so a lot of non-domestic, like Australia, Europe, Asia, a lot of the folks that have bought my posters from me from Norway, from not Norway, but Austria and Germany and places around you, they get their posters shipped to Ship My Cards with Brian Wells, and then they just wait, and whenever they're ready to ship all their cards, the posters go too. I know for a fact Brian Wells will accept delivery of the posters in the FedEx tube. So if you want to buy a 5 to 10, buy 5 to 10, but I just can't. It's a slippery slope. I can't start shipping stuff international. It's just beyond my expertise as a man who lives in South Louisiana. I just can't do it. So anyway, I just can't wrap my brain around it, man. I just can't do it. So
$50 for a poster and $400 for shipping.
Yeah, it would be ridiculous to ship a FedEx tube internationally with 5 posters. It would be cost prohibitive, I think, is the term that a lawyer would use. So anything else surprise you? The legacies, what's that? 7, 9, 13, 17, 18, 20 legacies have sold in the last 6 months. That's 3 legacies a month in one grade or another. And that's just public. That's not including private stuff. Is that the best entry point into tier 1 for any of these folks that are bubbling up and starting to become big dogs and whales and want to swim with the sharks? Is that the entry point into tier 1? Is that the easiest entry point? I mean, obviously the rookies, right? But we're throwing those out. I think that's it.
I think it is.
And I think the numbers bear it out. The numbers bear it out because here's the deal: all the ones that you see that have zeros on it, if you're new to the game and you're coming in, brother, that's going to be a war. The next molten metal fusion titanium is going to sell for what? Pick a number. PSA 8.
200,000. Yeah.
No, way more.
250. Yeah.
I still think way more. We haven't seen one of those in so long, y'all. I think it's pushing 4 easy. You don't think?
Maybe. I mean, I know a red right now. Grant Wood let go of his authentic under 300. Right. That's an authentic altered.
Authentic. That's right. He had it out.
And that's 300. What does a PSA 5 do now? Yeah. It just sold for 350, 360. Yeah. Now it's 500.
We saw a couple getting shopped at the National for 400 cash, 450 trade, around those numbers.
Well, I know this, the 3 championship PMGs that our young friend Sam had a copy of. He had a PSA 7 and then 2 BGS 9s. He was looking for 400 on his championship PMGs. And reds outpace championship PMGs. I don't know if a molten metal fusion titanium does or doesn't, but it's going to be in the neighborhood for sure.
Yeah. Not the red, but maybe the champ. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the champ. It's not going to outsell your reds probably. But it's going to be a problem. I mean, this is just fun to look at, man. I haven't looked at it in so long. We didn't even talk about the slam bams. How about the bams? What the hell, man? Have you seen what the bams are doing? They're serial number to 250. Have you seen those guys?
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I picked up a low end BGS one when I did because they're. It's funny. I had the slam bams forever. It took me forever to find a bams, and then when I did, I got like an 8, and I'm just super happy with a BGS 8 because I can't touch them.
PSA 9, $29,000. $29,000. You can ignore this. This was the Holy Bams. Remember we talked about?
The Holy Bams.
The hole punched in it, the Holy Bams. So we're going to throw out the 10,000. And we're going to throw out this one on Card Hobby. That has to be fake because it sold for $7,000 in January. That is definitely not right.
No green check.
This is right. This is correct. Is there something wrong with this one, or was this a legit BAM that sold on Probstein in January for $11,500? That's what it would have been worth back then.
That was the price back then.
And now 29. Is this just a reach? Do you think?
Yeah.
2.5x. Yeah.
I mean, it's the highest grade. There's no 10s and there's no 9.5s, and there's not 250 either.
I'll give you another example. Take a look at the Noise Boys. That's a tier 2 card, right?
Yep.
Take a look at what it was doing at the beginning of the year.
That card is amazing to me. That card is not that crazy difficult to grade as much as you think it is. No, that card you can bend in half and it'll spring back into place. Like,
Josh, 18%. That's high. Look at Beckett, 45%. This is an easy card to grade. Easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not hard to grade. I don't understand why it's going for $40,000 or whatever.
Well, the 9.5 is still can be had. It looks like. Well, this was in August, so what is that? That's 5 days ago for $15,000. This is where it's about to get nuts.
Yep.
31,000 in April. Card Ladder says 34,000. You start making decisions between grades. PSA, BGS 9.5. What about a PSA 9? If you got 35,000 as one option, and then 11 is your other option.
I get its die cut and it's awesome looking. There's no sliding this card, but it's just the material and the lenticular material it's printed on is not hard to grade compared to some other cards that are so prone to chipping.
Yeah, Kiko said that a titanium Kobe sold for about 100,000, so he thinks Jordan will probably be 3x. I believe you, man.
Well, it makes sense. Kobe is usually half of Jordan at least.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Scientology and MAGA are cults, says. What do you think a Jordan 2003 Upper Deck Victory parallel top condition? I'm stopping right there before I get abducted. I have the Dennis Rodman Noise Boys. That card color is awesome. Yeah, man. All the Noise Boys are great. And to be quite honest with you, every single Dennis Rodman card in the world is awesome. I think they all look so cool.
Yeah.
They really do look good.
What I think the other thing that's happening, just to divert a little bit here, is a lot of people are asking me about non-Jordan players in popular Jordan sets.
Yeah.
So Noise Boys, Platinum Portraits. I really want this player in this.
Thunder and Lightning.
Collecting that player doesn't mean don't buy the set, buy the player. And a lot of people are getting caught up on these sets instead of the player. And I don't like the fact that people are like, but it's a Noise Boys. I'm like, it's Steve Nash. Like, who cares if it's Noise? Like, who cares what it is? It's the player. So I get a lot of people telling me that just because it's a platinum, portraits, it's going to be worth a fortune just because anybody's on it. Well, it's Scottie Pippen. I'm like, Scottie Pippen, not Michael Jordan. Like, just, it's crazy.
All right, I've got go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. Player first. You got to remember that rule. Player first.
I got the premiere. August premiere pulled up on it's 13, ending in 13 days. So that's not next Thursday, but the Thursday after that, which means, let's see, 14th, the 28th of August is when this auction is going to end. Look at the big three right now. You got an autograph 98, serial number to 23. That's a 9-8 right there. How about this? This is a card we can go check out. Check it out. It's at $50,000, and you're like, why the hell is a star authentic at $50,000? It's autographed on the back.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I don't like autographs on the back.
Not for me.
Not for me.
Let me ask you a better question. Who likes autographs on the back?
I mean,
yeah, it's weird. It's weird stuff, man. But it's at $50,000 because that's the market that we're in. How about the Intimidation Nation 10? Thoughts? What'd the last one do?
A lot less.
that's gonna go high.
I bet you this bitch isn't done. I bet you it's got a lot of room to go too.
Yeah, that's gonna go high.
Let's see. The last Intimidation Nation 10. Whoa, nothing in 6 months. How about this? Nothing in a year.
Nope.
One in 2023 did 34.
Yep. Look at the pop.
Card ladder says 53. It's pop 11. Shout out to Yao Ming, the greatest. So what's the number?
That one, 60.
That's so stupid. It's so high.
Josh, you're gonna say more, aren't you?
Josh is gonna say 75.
I think 60 is so high for that card. It's just
gonna do 75. I'm telling you right now, that card right there is gonna do $75,000. It checks a lot of boxes.
You can get a BGS 8.5 for like $3,000.
No, you can't. Not that low. Can you? We're about to find out. Frankie, we're about to put your knowledge to the test. Oh, you're in trouble, Frankie. 3,200. Frankie nailed it. He's all over it. He's all over it. You crushed it.
Frankie's like, that's what I just paid at the National. I don't know.
Hell, even a PSA 9, a nice new PSA fresh label, you're getting for what, 7? That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good value.
770? I mean,
yeah, it's right there.
That's
10 to 1. It's 10 to 1. But how many Jordan cards have we seen? I mean, you yourself, Josh, said you're at least 13 to 1 on your cut above. We're 10 to 1 here on Intimidation Nation.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's
look at some comments. Not a card, but there's a massive 8x8 game used Bulls 4 signed by Jordan. Huge letters on Heritage. That's cool. See what that goes for. That ain't hitting 75 G's. Craig, side bet. I will bet you a raw Michael Jordan, Larry Bird upper deck Phantomation in horrible condition that it hits 75 G's. And I'm not saying it should, Craig. You can laugh all you want. I'm not saying it should. Watch it happen.
Yeah, it shouldn't get that high.
27 is already on the doorstep of the all-time record, which was 30 whatever we said, 34, right? So 27 with 20% buyer's premium, you're already at 32 and some change. That card's got 13 days to go. That card's pushing 75. Watch it happen.
No, it's not going to 50 plus.
I don't have a PSA 10 of that card, so I do not care. And if I did, I wasn't selling it anyway. And I'm certainly not bidding on it. So I wouldn't run it up if I was bidding on it. So I don't have a dog in this hunt. But that card's getting up there. I don't know if it's going to get to 75, but I bet you it gets close. I bet you it goes over 50. That's for damn sure. I'm collecting one of those forbidden, tongue-in-cheek, forbidden 98.99 sets. I'm about to cross over about 6 BGS 9s and expect PSA 7s. Smart man. Keeping the 9.5 gems, but the uniformity looks better. Man, Jake, I made a post the other day, and it's soccer, but let me digress for a second. Guys, I posted something on Instagram. I crossed a BGS 10 to a PSA 10, and half the people were like, I get it. because I'm collecting this particular set of soccer in PSA 10, and I just can't have it. I just can't have all PSA 10s in a BGS 10. I can't do it. Just mentally, I can't cope with it. And half the people were like, "You're a freaking idiot," and the other half of the people were like, "I get it, smart move." I could not stand that either. I would never have done that. What do y'all think about that? I know y'all are both set registry guys. What do you do if you've got a Jordan card and a BGS 10?
It depends on how big this down step is, right?
Yeah.
If the down step's a 1 grade or less, then of course you do.
I mean, I'm telling you, you're going to get a PSA 10. You can take your BGS 10. I'm guaranteed.
Cost it all day.
This is a hypothetical. You're going to get a 10, a PSA 10.
Every day, on every card.
I would say it depends on the value. Because if I can sell the BGS 10 and buy a PSA 10 and still have some cash,
yeah,
why not
do
it?
I don't love BGS in my collection, but like the Shaq I just showed you, it's going to stay in BGS 9.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to give it a PSA 9, which they won't. They're going to give it like a 6. So
what did you guys think about that black label, the BGS? Did y'all see that on alt? I did a video this morning. The black label finest refractor, the creator's refractor. I think it's 271. No, maybe something. Yeah.
97. Yeah.
Black label sold for $25,000. PSA 10 sells for $5,000.
That's paying for the label.
That's paying for the label. Yeah. It was cool looking. And I said it. I said it on the show. I was like, man, I don't think I've ever seen a hierarchy card in a black label. Can y'all think of any in the hierarchy where
I sold the Noise Boys with the black label?
No, you sold the Noise Boys with a black NBA sticker.
I'm sorry, black NBA sticker. Yes, I'm
black
sorry.
Label is like
you're talking about BGS black. Yeah,
BGS
black.
True BGS 10 black label.
Forget it. No,
crazy, right? Like I don't think I've never seen another relevant. I saw a 1990 Fleer Michael Jordan with a black label about 4 or 5 years ago, and it did crazy numbers. I don't think I've ever seen a hierarchy card in a BGS black label. In fact,
well, there's only a couple rookies, even, right?
BGS. Yeah. Oh, there's no rookies. Jordan rookies? Not in the black label. There's
I'm saying, like, look at what that would do. Like, that's why Probstein tried to get across all of his, right, last year. Like,
yeah.
Can you imagine what a black label rookie would do? I'm surprised one hasn't.
I mean,
sort by price.
I don't think they're getting a black label.
Yeah, this is that autograph, which is absolutely a gorgeous freaking card. I remember when I saw this. How sick is that card right there? That just. You got to admit the black label matters on that. That is just gorgeous. That is a beautiful card. No, I'm looking for a hierarchy card, so I'm going to flip real quick. No. Oh, my gosh.
There you go.
Look at
there
this.
We go. You got one.
$35,000 on Heritage, May 17th, 2025. That probably is a bargain compared to what's going on 60 days later. What else? Anything else? I'm looking. How about this? This is cool. $18,000 for a $600 card. That's a multiplier there.
For a $20 card.
I mean,
right.
PSA 10 is a $600 card.
Right.
Yeah, it's maybe a $15, $20 card, right? If it's off center. You're right.
$20 card raw.
And look, here's the one I was talking about. It just came up, $14,450.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta admit,
really sharp.
Incredibly good.
So this is the same card. I think I probably shouldn't guess, but I think this is the same one that ended last night on alt. It was bought on Fanatics Buy Now for $14,450 PWCC or whatever back in 2021, and then sold for $25 just recently. I'm just kind of scrolling and see. This is the one that I remembered. Yeah, right there. Isn't that cool? That's kind of cool looking too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't own one black label in my PC.
Oh no, I don't either. I used to have a Dwayne Wade 2013 Prism Blue with the black label. Yeah, I sold it. I took that money. All right, let's see. What else? Any other comments?
Uniformity matters, Jake. That's what I can say. For me, it does.
Yeah. Are there any Jordan cards in the 500 to 1,000 range that you feel would pop eventually? Man, Dave, there's no secrets. There's no Jordan secrets. Would y'all agree? There's no.
Yeah.
I mean
any of them can pop up.
There's no secrets. There's Jordan cards out there. Like if I said name a Jordan card that the price doesn't reflect the scarcity of the card, I would say Vortex. I would say some of the more obscure members only stuff like
Oh,
hardcore
the-
heroics, members only.
Larger than life.
Larger than life.
Larger
Like,
than life. And there's two of them. The bronze
horizontal.
kind of the bronze looking one, not the bright gold one, right? Larger than life. That's a great one, Frankie. Crazy rare. Do y'all have that?
Yeah.
I have it in
a
the
raw one.
You have a 9, Josh?
8.
You have an 8? I have an 8. Frankie, what do you have?
A raw card.
A raw. You need to get that
probably
graded.
a 7.
I know, but if you somehow luck out and get a 9, you can sell it for like $1 billion, man.
Yeah.
Quite literally the hardest card to grade.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I don't think there's a lot of Jordan cards in the 500 to 1,000 range that are undervalued. Another one that I think of, it's not 500 to 1,000, but I think it's probably a little bit undervalued, I think, guys, is the Gravity Denied. I think that's a little bit tougher card than people think. We've seen a few of them sell lately, though, more than we used to see.
People don't even realize what that is. Like, it's so cool.
They don't realize it. Yeah. So, let's see what else over here. Vintage 84 Jordan PSA. How about this? Yeah, Star Vintage. Star's doing well right now, man. Star is doing what it should do, which is a slow and steady up and to the right. Because as much as we want to deny it, guys, man, like the 80s cards are truly being looped in with vintage. Like I heard it mentioned on another podcast the other day. The guy's like, everything 86 and before is vintage. And I was like, well, shit. Like 5 years ago, everything was 79 or before was considered vintage. Now it's like they're moving the ball.
Yeah, it moves I think it's every 5 or 6 years that it moves.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to call it 80s and 90s.
That sucks. It makes you feel really old.
It makes us feel really old, right? I say that all the time when I try to explain to people how rare a card is. Like, we're talking about that BAMS, and it's serial number 250. It's what is it, 98, 97? I don't know. What is it,
98?
Yeah, okay, so it's 98. Josh, that's 30. It's 27 years ago. It's been graded basically 3 times a year for 27 years. It's been graded 71 times in 27 years. That's bananas, right? So I don't know. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Let's keep looking. Let's pull up some of this stuff. 97 championship hardware set feels ghost-like. I haven't seen one of those in a good bit. That's a really good observation. Sports card. That's a really, really good observation. I haven't seen a high grade one of those in a really long time.
The Ray Reviews is doing numbers too. You seen that?
Reviews is doing numbers. Great looking card. Yep.
Crazy.
It's a card that Josh did a great feature on when we did the original Hierarchy project. I remember you showing and talking about how that card was supposed to be. Initially, it was supposed to be die cut, and then I guess they changed their mind at the last second and didn't die cut it. But that is an underrated set. Yeah, it's got Kobe, it's got Shaq, it's got Jordan. That's the big 3. Those are the 3 cards you want to have in a set.
But it's catching up. I think a PSA 7 did, 2,000 recently.
Oh, it's not undervalued. It's good. It's going crazy.
Yeah, it's not undervalued. We just haven't seen it a lot lately.
It's going bananas on the 10 though right now. Like I think there's
Come on, buddy.
Full court trap gold. Yeah, I mean a lot of people. I literally caught someone in Dallas telling me it was gold, and I stopped them and I told them it wasn't and showed them why, and they had to return the card to the dealer. So I kind of saved somebody on that one, but it's like those are hard to tell if you don't know.
Yeah, look at this, Josh and Frankie. I don't have you on screen share. Pop 11. Card Ladder says it's worth about 54. We just looked at Intimidation Nation in PSA 10. Also Pop 11, and we were arguing whether it's going to sell for 35 or 75, right? Which card would you rather, Championship Hardware 10 or Intimidation Nation 10?
Championship Hardware looks so much better.
It's got the shine to it. I mean, Intimidation Nation is borderless. It's got a great picture of Jordan's face, but I'm going with Championship Hardware. I'm going with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
They're both tough, and this one's prone to chipping pretty badly. So
I've got both of them in 9.5. I don't know. I'd have to look closer at the pack odds. I would hate to make that decision, but those 2 cards are probably what and what. Those are probably pretty close together. Steel Slamming in gem mint condition is rare, and it is getting recognized. David, that thing.
And the scoring magnet
at all.
Magnet is another card that's incredibly hard to gem.
Scoring Magnet's very tough card to grade. Slamming's a pain in the ass to look up. Let's look it up in sales history. It looks like the last one sold for around 7,755. Dang, that's a pretty doggone big number. What's the pop on that PSA 10? Pop 35. So there's a bit of them out there, so 7,755. I'd go pick up the BGS 9.5 for a lot less. That's not right. It's not $400, but it's definitely going to be less than $7,000. We know that. Man, scoring magnets. I bet you that's a real pain in the ass in PSA 10. I have a 9.5. It might be magnet singular, huh? Let's see. There you go. Is it in the ladder? Nope. 3,551. Man, I would have thought that would be worth a lot more. When was that? January of this year. Yeah. There's more than I thought. 34 of those as well.
Yeah.
That's surprising. That's not even more money.
Yeah, for sure.
The last sale was in January.
Last sale was in January.
It's gonna, if it were to sell now, it would probably do like 7 or 8.
I think you're right. I think you're right for sure. Because 34 is not a lot, man. 34 is just not a lot.
And again, 34.
Mike J, if you sold it to JoJo, then you did great. JoJo overpays for everything, but then he oversells it he oversells everything as well. So I can't fault the guy.
Both of them did great.
Yeah, JoJo does great. 96 high risers in gem mint condition. Whew, that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Members only is an even bigger fat pain in the butt. Josh, I know you got that pair, I think, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Is there a Michael Jordan Slam Funk? No, there is not.
No.
But that would be a cool card.
That'd be cool.
Slam Funk, Millennium Men, no.
Raise the Roof, I wish they had.
Yeah. Apparitions, Refractor, no. Some of those cards that you just wish were out there. BGS 9.5, what'd you pay for that, David? Because we just looked at it and it was a little bit off on Card Ladder. I would have guessed maybe $1,500, $2,000, something like that. That would be just a guess. I have no idea.
I wish they made that's GM in Jordan. I like that card.
That would be really cool. Yeah, that would be phenomenal. That'd be fantastic. All right, we're at an hour and 11 minutes, and as much as I don't want to get out of here, 32.50. Okay, David, I was off. Damn, I think you're going to be fine long term, especially if the PSA 10's $7,000 or whatever it's going to be. Thanks y'all for joining. We're going to kill it right now because it is a Friday night, and these guys have wives and things to do and whatnot. I haven't seen my wife in 48 hours. She was out of town, so she's back now. 73 people in the room. Can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys popping in. We have no script, no plan. We just come on here and we hit record, and you guys ask great questions and bring up great topics, and so we just keep talking and do our best and try not to give investment advice, right? We don't have too much of a problem with that, but it is fun to talk through cards and kind of think logically through what's what and why is it what. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us, Frankie and Josh. Thank you again. I'll try to get more consistent with this, and you guys are gracious with your time, but I'll try to do this more often. These are the most fun for me, but this is also the busiest time of the year. I'm constantly out of town for my kids' soccer stuff, so I'm almost never here. So my evenings are not my own, but we're going to be more intentional and do this more often.
Sounds good.
Deal? Okay.
That's great.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining, and next time we'll do some more show and tell. We didn't do enough this time. We'll do some more show and tell for everybody next time, and that'll be fun stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby, and peace.